What's going on, guys? Welcome to your Adventure Compass. Now today we are about to do something probably not real smart, but we're going to do a long 1 mile hike up a mountain. It's 93 degrees, that's why it's not so smart, but unfortunately our time and the weather has not cooperated most of the week. One of the days we decided let's go hiking. Oh no, it decided it was going to rain every couple of hours, which does not make for a good hike, especially when there's rocks and things that we have to step over. You'll see that in a bit. So here we are on our second to last day, finally going up and hiking up to the Pulpit here at Blue Rocks. I guess the good news is it's not going to rain, so we've got that going for us. And the skies are absolutely beautiful, blue, hardly any clouds. Most of the hike is going to be covered by trees and whatnot, so that part of it's not so bad. We have fans to keep us cool. I've got tons of extra water that I'm bringing in a backpack. All my camera gear, my 360 cam. Also have some bug spray and a first aid kit. So we got a little bit of everything. We got all the stuff we need for a good hike. And when we get up there, you'll be able to see the Blue Rocks that was in my other video. You'll be able to see that from up above. We're going to be pretty far up there. I've seen some video and footage. It looks amazing. I can't wait to show you my own, and I can't wait to experience it for myself and share that with you guys. So let's take a look at this trail. It starts right here, right next to where the Blue Rocks end. So right here next to Site 150 is where the trail begins. You can see there's like a little blue spray paint mark on each of these that the trail is blue on the map. And we're going to be hiking 1 mile up this way and then continuously up the mountain. There are some rocks to navigate, as I mentioned, and we'll be able to look down on this from pretty high up. So I'm pretty excited about it. Let's do it. All right, guys, hopefully you can hear me. I'm not using the mic. It's too much of a hassle to pull it out, and I don't have a button-up shirt to clip it on, so I'm not dealing with the mic today. We're just going to use the internal mics. Pretty quiet out here, so it shouldn't be an issue, but this is what we're dealing with here. There are rocks all along the trail, so you have to hike over these rocks, and it's not easy at all. My daughter already fell on some of them. It's not an easy hike. It is definitely not. This is for probably intermediate hikers, people who've done some hikes before. If you haven't, this might be a little bit of a challenge. I got some hiking sticks because I knew we were going to be going over these rocks, so I want to make sure that it was going to be a little bit easier for us. So we're still heading up. You can see there's a blue mark on the tree here. We're heading the right direction. And there's blue marks as you go up. Lots of rocks and lots of plants you need to be careful about too. Did see some, I don't know if it was poison ivy or poison oak. I can't remember which one it is, but I knew that it was one you don't want to touch, and I avoided that. But there is a bit of that here as well. Challenging but fun. Lots of loose rocks in this area where I'm at right now. Let me take my time here. Some areas are a little bit easier, like this one. A little less rocks in this area. The beginning of the trail was also lined with wood chips, probably for about the first 500 feet, and then the rocks started. You might be thinking, why would you do this? This doesn't look fun. Well, wait till you see when we get to the top, and then you tell me. Of course, the video isn't going to do it justice. So imagine the video you're seeing is 100 times cooler in person, and that's what it'll be like. Still some blue markings on the tree, so we are headed the right way. This area getting a little bit muddy over here. We did have a lot of rain the last few days, and it looks like this trail gets a little muddy. Oh yeah, right here we've got a pretty muddy area. See if I can try and avoid some of this. All right, guys, had to stop, take a break. It's hot. We're about 3/4 of the way. Still have a little ways to go, and I'll check in again once we get up there. We gotta keep on hiking though. Just had to stop and get some water. We're just dying here. All right, guys. Well, this last portion of the hike was pretty steep, and it's really winded us quite a bit. Very sweaty, very hot. So glad that we brought these, because I don't know what I'd do without them right now. Probably be passed out on the trail. We still have a little ways to go. It says about 12 minutes, and then we'll be at the Pulpit Rock. So I'm looking forward to it. So this tree right here is full of graffiti. This is where we stopped to take our break. My daughter noticed it. I thought she was pointing something out in the woods, and I'm like, oh, the tree right in front of me. You know, it's so uncolorful. And I just didn't notice. I kind of looked past it like it was bark. And well, there are names carved into the bark. Names and initials and all kinds of stuff. But, you know, probably not the best thing to do to nature here. But, I mean, I can see everybody's done it. So, all right, guys. Time to continue on. We took probably a 5-minute break there just to... I feel a lot better just stopping and relaxing for a minute. Caught my breath, and we're back at it now. This is the last bit of this trail up to the Pulpit Rock. You guys can see the trail's kind of full of rocks, roots, dirt, mud, all kinds of stuff. You do have to be careful where you're walking. Make sure you don't touch any poisonous plants. Make sure you don't put your foot on any of the loose rocks or you'll fall. All right, guys, we stopped again. We're still not there. But I wanted to point this out. My God, look at this. This is what we got to go up next. Look at this. It's all rocks, all uphill. But that's the way the trail goes, you can tell, because there's a tree marked right here. You gotta go right up there, right up with those rocks. All right, guys, I think we're getting close. There's a sign just behind me here, and then there's this one. This is a double-sided sign over here. Pulpit Rock Lookout. That's straight over there, and you can see down there, there's another sign. So I think we're pretty close. But what I noticed is that these signs are double backed and there are stickers in between. So I noticed this one. I don't know, I'm gonna have to check out this channel. It says where to next, Dad. And then of course we had to put one of ours in there too, so people can find us. I think I'll put one on the other side as well so they can see it from either direction. But yeah, there you go. If you're here, you got a little Easter egg to check out if you decide to come hike here. All right, guys, I think we're finally getting close. Check this out. Nothing but rocks around us. Definitely feel like we're on a mountain. And looking off over there in the distance, I see sun and very few trees. So I think we're very close. Very close. All right, guys. First of all, there's no way this hike is a mile. I think it's more like 4 miles, 5 miles. And if you look here, it's nothing but rock right now. We're just kind of climbing rocks up the mountain. But it says we're 450 feet away, which should put us way up there somewhere. Oh my gosh, guys. We did it. We freaking did it. Look at that. Holy cow. I don't want to get too close to the edge here. Look at the view. I can literally see for miles and miles and miles. It's an incredible view today. Absolutely amazing. I'm sure the video does it no justice at all, but I'm telling you right now, I can easily see 5 miles down at least. I mean, there's a town over that way. I have no idea what that is. I don't even know if it's going to show up. I only have a 3x zoom, but right there along the horizon, there's a town. I don't know what it is. It's far, far away. This is just 100% incredible. Just look at this. I mean, seriously. And oh my gosh, I can see the blue rocks from here. There they are. Down there is our campground at the end of the blue rocks. So that's, I don't want to say it's the same distance we hiked. By the way, we hiked 3.7 miles. This was not a 1 mile hike. It was probably a 1 mile high hike. This is 3.7 miles to get up here. And so we walked all the way from down there at those rocks all the way up here. Wow. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And our campground's down there in all those trees. And you can see over and beyond. You can even see, looks like the highway from here. Way off in the distance. I wish I had a better zoom on this camera. Unfortunately, it's only 3 times digital zoom. But my gosh, it is incredible up here. Just absolutely incredible. There's another couple of mountains over there. I don't think they're as high as this one though. Looking down here, this is why they call it Pulpit Rock. It's like you can preach to the world from up here. My gosh, incredible. You can see all the way down. There's rocks down there. I'm not going to get too close. I'm about 3 feet from the edge. That's close enough for me. But it is incredible up here. The view is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Still haven't quite recovered from that long hike up here. It's going to take a little bit.
Yeah.
That was interesting. I just had a black and red butterfly land on me. Alright guys, well we did it. That's one for the bucket list. I hope you guys enjoyed this trip. We still have to walk down now. It's a long ways down, but we're going to do that now. Hey guys, so this is the day after, and I forgot I was going to include some stuff in the hiking video. And I was so exhausted and so happy to see the car and so thirsty when we got back that I completely forgot. I did film the outro when we were up at the Pulpit, so that's why you'll see the outro up there in just a moment. But I did want to include this. While we were up there, there were several other hikers that came through, one of which was an older gentleman, I don't know, maybe late 50s, early 60s, and he had quite an extensive backpack with camping gear and everything that he was hauling around with him. He looked to be in very good shape, and it turns out he has been hiking the Appalachian Trail since March 23rd. He started in Georgia on March 23rd. I was blown away. And, you know, I mean, here we are. This is July 30th that we did the hike. No, July 29th. July 29th, we did the hike. Today's the 30th. We did the hike on July 29th, and this guy made it from March 23rd to July 29th. Made it all the way from Georgia, all the way here into Pennsylvania, on foot, hiking the whole way, the Appalachian Trail. That's impressive. I don't know about you guys. I could never in a million years do that. So kudos to that guy. Looks like he's having the time of his life. He said he's traveled over 5,000 miles. He's done California, all kinds of different areas. So that's impressive. That really is. Another thing I wanted to point out is this is the map from the campground, and they have all the trails listed here. They're not the greatest maps. I mean, they're kind of so-so. But here's what really kind of upset me a little bit, because if you look right here, it says Pulpit Rock Trail 1 mile. And granted, yes, I understand that takes you to here, but if you look, that's a pretty long trail. And you've got this little short area up to here. That is not 1 mile. I promise you that is not 1 mile. We checked it. I had my steps going on my watch, my phone, all that stuff. It is 3.7 miles each way. That's a very, very long hike. I may be off by a little bit, but when I got back, it said 7.2 miles, I believe. That is a very long hike, and it's all like rocks, almost like 90% of the way. So guys, if you're not an experienced hiker, or you've never done a lot of hiking, or you're not ready for it, this is probably not the hike you want to try out for your first one. It was rough on both myself and my daughter. My daughter fell a few times. Fortunately, I did not fall the entire time. I'm very thankful for that. I did have a few close calls, but never fell. Some of those rocks are loose, and as you're walking on them, they wobble a little bit. And just to give you an idea, I mean, I'm standing right next to the blue rock formation right here. And imagine trying to walk across all of those, but instead of them being huge, giant boulders, you're talking about something that's maybe 1 to 2 foot in, cubed. So we're not talking about big rocks. We're talking about small rocks, sometimes even smaller, which was more difficult because then you're walking on 4 or 5 rocks at once, and they're all uneven, and it's very difficult, very difficult. And as we got closer to the top, the rocks were almost like stepping stones going up a set of stairs. But obviously, these are rocks. We're not talking about man-made stuff. And some of them were, 1.5 feet high. Some of them were like 6 inches high. So very uneven as far as the heights go. It was tough, very tough, but we did it. Well, guys, this was so crazy. I have to tell you about this. You remember I said we bought some hiking poles to assist us on our hike. Well, as we were coming back down the mountain, just a few minutes after we left the top, my daughter got her pole wedged between a couple of rocks. And when she pulled it back out, she realized that the rubber tip that goes on the end was missing. Now, this is the hiking pole that we use, and these are the tips that came with it. I told her not to worry about it, as the metal tip is used for hiking on ice and things of that nature, and I said we can probably make it down with just that. She insisted, no, I'll look for it. I can find it. After a minute, she said, I think I see it. She reached down, grabbed it, and put it on. And I'm like, you found it? That's amazing. And then I looked at it after she showed me, and it was not the same tip. She basically found a needle in a haystack, and that was just crazy. So if you guys enjoyed this video, remember that we have merch, Your Adventure Compass merch, like the shirt that I'm wearing right now, the sweat-soaked logo. We've got merch, we've got all kinds of different things, cups and cards and tumblers, and you name it, you can find it. The link for that is in the description for this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to click on the compass to get subscribed and see more awesome adventures like this. And remember, sometimes adventure is a little further away.